Speech during the budget vote for the presidency. He talked about a better life for all South Africans. How far should we go in transforming the economy to ensure that a better life for all South Africans is a reality? And to what degree is, to use the phrase, white monopoly capital to blame for South Africa's ongoing economic woes? And is white monopoly capital even a reality? Well, earlier we spoke to Economist and Wits academic Dr. Peter Karungu on the matter.
This is the most challenging time our economy has gone through.
Yeah.
We can carry any statistics. We literally don't even talk about economic growth. Unemployment is at the highest level in the last 15 years. Our rating, we don't even discuss it. You name it. In other words, what I'm saying is, sorry to give you a picture that is so gloomy, but the fact is we need to realize we are in a very difficult situation. This is the time for all of us to minimize any rhetoric that polarizes the economy more than it is. We have created an economy whereby the poor have become poorer, the income distribution have gotten worse, and all we are doing at times is to put issues that are not addressing the key thing. The key thing is, A, how do we create jobs? How do we contain inflation? 3, how do we access and facilitate fast rate of investment? And 4, how do we make sure our skills and our students are attended to in their schools? To me, those are the key issues we need to do.
What are the internal and external factors in the economy that has brought us here? Of course, there's always a lot of noise around this.
Of course, two things. One, from the beginning, we knew that the inequality up to 1994 was glaring.
Yeah.
The question is, did we put into place mechanisms to bridge the gap? Yes, we had BE, we had SMMEs, we had everything tried.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in my view, we kept on changing the gear within a very short period. So we never gave one particular development approach to run the course.
Yes.
That's one. The second thing is that we have seen endemic corruption. And let me explain what is corruption without naming who is corrupt. Corruption is literally the ownership of economic resources by a few people who have not worked for it. In other words, it was not competitively. The ownership is transferred without any due productive process by the people who are bearing it. What does that mean?
It's anti-competitive.
It's anti-competitive. It's really not anti-competitive. It's unethical. It's illegal. Should not happen. Because you are saying this pen will be yours without knowing what it takes to do that. What are the consequences of that? The consequences of that is that you literally eliminate efficiency. You literally eliminate competitiveness. You literally also give that unfair, disadvantaged position for the people who are working so hard. You demoralize them because they are saying, oh, in the end, I don't need to pull as hard as I should. So to me, it affects the generation today and the generation in the future. When I teach, I tell young people, listen, the future is bleak if you don't stop corruption. Don't say he is or he's not. There are two parties, the giver and the taker. So we need to teach our children that the stakes are too high, because the moment you create inefficiency, the moment you defy competitiveness through corruption, you are eliminating any economic environment that is conducive to create jobs.
We have a perception in South Africa that corruption is only centered in one place and that we don't fight this battle across our economy. We are, because this kind of anti-competitive behavior is being highlighted by the Competition Commission as the way that we're doing business now. We're doing business in a very monopolistic, anti-competitive, price-fixing, collusive kind of way.
Agreed. You see, anytime you hear price fixing, any collusion, anything that denies competitiveness is a negating to the economic performance and the economic capability of the economy itself. That's number one. Number two, we are punishing the very needy for the few to be rich. Because you are trying to say that which we could have gotten at a lower level or at a cheaper price, we're going to pay more. Secondly, all this price fixing and collusion, what do? They take away small businesses.
Yes.
And therefore, instead of us creating job, through mushrooming small businesses, we are literally going back to what we call conglomerate. Over time, and this is something people need to be able to be aware, all economies that have grown, they grow from literally establishing small industries, small businesses, and a few conglomerate. The same in Germany, the same everywhere else. Here, instead of unbundling it. And therefore, it is common interest for all economists and anybody who cares to listen to understand that at stake is literally, in the long term, destroying the opportunities for the children and our 4 children to be.